Hey guys, it's Allison. So today's video is going to be a book unhaul, and I have never done one of these videos, but I'm super excited to do it because my bookshelf was looking a bit rough and it had no space to put new books in it, and I know that some of the books that I did unhaul I was not going to read, so I had them just right here next to me in these two bags filled with books. I either want to give them away or sell them. Sold already 3 books to one of my friends, but that is all, and I'll let you guys know which books those were. But I'm going to show you guys the books that I'm unhauling and also give you like a reason why I'm getting rid of it. And all of these books, I have never read it. I have not opened this, so they're like brand spanking new. So yeah, let's get straight into it. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Comment down below any videos you want me to do next. Subscribe down below if you're new to my channel. Turn on post notifications to get an update every time I post a new video. And let's get started. So before we get straight into the pile, I'm going to tell you guys the 3 books that I gave to my friend. I gave her The Last Thing He Told Me, The Maidens, and The Luckiest Girl Alive. So yeah, let's get straight into the pile. The first book that is staring right at me is All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. As you can see, brand new. Did not open it. The reason why I'm getting rid of this book is because this 500-page book is scaring me. And this is almost 600 pages. I believe it is like 559 pages. So that kind of scares me and throws me off. I got this book, I think, because there was either a book that I read from her or a book that was going around that was popular at the time, like 2-3 years ago, and I decided to get this one, but I never picked it up. It says, Losing People You Love Is Hard, and as I see from the back, she did The Wall of Winnipeg and Me and From Luca with Love, and those were the 2 books that were like very popular at the time, but I decided to pick up this one. But we are going to be getting rid of this one, but I know someone will really enjoy this book. Next on the list is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, and I think I picked it up because of the cover. Look at how pretty the cover is. But if you guys have seen a lot of my videos lately, I've been saying I'm not into series at the moment, and it's just really difficult to get into a series. Like, you would want to read the first book, but I feel like with series, you're like stuck to that, and I feel like I have to finish it before I move on to another book. And look at how the whole series looks. Like, that would look so nice on a bookshelf. But also, I think this is a fantasy book, and I'm not really into fantasy. I'm into mystery, crime, romance, stuff like that. So that is why we are getting rid of this one. Next book is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. That is part of the Dreamland series. I only have book number 1, and at the time I really wanted to read it. Like, every time I saw this book I was like, yes, I want to read it, but then I never picked it up, and then I never read it on the Kindle either. And honestly, I'm not into this kind of romance right now. I'm pretty sure this has like a lot of smut, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not in the mood for that at the moment with romance. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this one. If anything, I'll pick it up in the future, but at the moment I am going to be giving this away, even though the cover is super nice. Also, I think I pick up books because of their covers, and that's kind of bad. So the next book I'm showing you guys is From a Blind Date with a Book, when it's like wrapped in Barnes and Nobles, and then you just pick it up from whatever they write in the front. And this is the book that I ended up getting, and it's called The Idiot by Elif Batman. I'm sorry if I probably butchered that right now, but I think this is a fiction book. But doesn't this cover look nice? Even though there's just a simple rock on it, I think the pink of this cover is really nice, but I don't see myself reading this anytime soon, so we are going to be giving this away. Next book is another blind date with a book, and this is Sisters of Sword and Song by Rebecca Ross. And yeah, I have no other explanation besides getting it in a blind date with a book, and I ended up not reading any of the books that came in there. I was going to do a video on that, and I did pick up the books like 2-3 years ago, but I didn't end up doing that video. So yeah, we are going to be giving that book away. Next book is Twin Crowns by Catherine Doyle and Catherine Weber. And This seemed interesting to me. I think this is part of a duology. This is Two Princesses, One Throne, What Could Go Wrong? And I don't know if this is probably a YA book, YA fantasy book. All these books are interesting to me and I would read it, but with all the books that I want to read, these have no place in the bookshelf. And yeah, hopefully someone will enjoy these books because they're new, they're really good. And guys, convince me to read any of these books. If you guys have read any of the books that I'm going to be showing you guys, convince me to keep them and read them. This one is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. This is from the Lunar Chronicles series. I think this is a series, I'm not sure, but this is like a spin-off of Alice in Wonderland. So this is a fantasy book, but I believe I started reading this and it didn't catch my attention, so this is a DNF for me. So I probably got up to like page like 20 or something in this book. So yeah, a DNF book. It's so hard to get rid of this one because I've always seen it and never picked it up, and then I finally was like, okay, fine, I'm going to start a series and I'm going to read it, but I never picked it up. This is The Deal by L. Kennedy. This is an off-campus series. You guys probably have heard of this series. I don't know how many books is in this series. I wish I could say more about this book, but convince me to read this because I feel like this is a really good book, but I don't want to read the rest of the series. Even though a lot of series are not like, you don't have to read the first one to read the second one, but like I would rather do that because then I'll be confused with like some characters and stuff like that. Next book is Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. I don't know why I picked this up. I think it was the cover, honestly. It says, a match made in hell, the Griffins and the Gallows have been battling for control of Chicago's underworld for generations. In their struggle for dominance, who will break first? And yeah, I think this is a part of a series too. Correct me if I'm wrong, but not gonna read this anytime soon. I have so many books in this. I'm gonna count them at the end of how many books I'm unhauling because I really didn't count when I pulled them off my shelf. You guys are gonna hate me for this, for getting rid of this series because it's so popular, but I picked it up thinking I was gonna read it because of the romances that I heard about the books, but I just haven't picked it up. I think it's the pages. Could you guys tell from this what series this is? This is Flawless, Heartless, Powerless by Elsie Silver. Convince me, guys, convince me. I really do want to read these books, but I keep saying it, but convince me, guys. But I'm getting rid of these. I hope somebody will enjoy this, or let me know, guys, if you guys know an app or something to sell these books, because I really don't want to like let these go to waste. I want someone who will really enjoy them and stuff like that. So this is a series that I'm getting rid of. Another series that I'm getting rid of is the Never After series. This is Wretched, Hooked, and Scarred. This is by Emily McIntyre, and these are just dark fantasy books that is based upon fairy tales. So yeah, this is another series I'm getting rid of. But yeah, I thought I was gonna like them, but I never opened them. And yeah, it's the same thing for each one of these books. Also, guys, like with these series too, like I get these books to be able to read them, but then when the next book comes out and then the next book comes out, I'm like, okay, now I'm lost. Now I don't really want to read this series too because I'm so behind. This book was a very popular book at the time that I got it, and it was Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson, another fantasy book. And like I said, this is part of a duology. The next one is Vow of Thieves, and I never read it. It says a stunning new adventure set in the kingdoms of the Remnant. This has, how many pages is it? 505 pages. Crazy. Next book was very popular as well. It's the Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Gardner. This is the Barnes & Noble's edition, so this is like the pink version. I don't know if there's different versions, but I have this one, which is very pretty. This caught my eye, and it was popular at the time, like I said, and they have like 2 other books part of this series. This is a fantasy, and I think I might have opened up this book and started reading it, and I didn't like it. I should start reading these books before I get them, besides reading like the back of the book, because the back of the book can catch my eye, but when I start reading it in the first few pages that I'm not into it, I don't want to keep reading, you know what I mean? So I should start doing that one. Done with the first bag, and that was 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 books was in one bag. And then let's go to the second bag. Next book is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I believe I opened up this book and I just didn't like something out of the book, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be reading this at the moment. But at the time, a lot of these books were popular and I wanted to get it, but did not end up reading it. I'm so sad for these books, honestly. Next book is Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. I believe this is the second book to one of her books. I'm not sure. I think that's why I never ended up reading it. I did like Colleen Hoover at the time when I did pick this up, but I never read this one. You guys can definitely tell like the style and like how much I have changed as a reader. Like a lot of these books were very popular, and now I go for books that are not as popular, I guess you can say. Like I go for popular books, yes, but at the same time I do pick up books that nobody ever talks about either. So I'm probably gonna get hate for getting rid of these books too, but this is Things We Never Got Over and Things We Hide from the Light. I know they have the third one. This is by Lucy Score. Romance. The Knock 'Em Out series. Never picked it up. I believe I did start reading Things We Never Got Over, but I never decided to finish it. We got Normal People by Sally Rooney. I have no words for this book. Popular book at the time. Picked it up, never read it. Okay, so the last 2 are part of series as well. Got the Dirty Air series by Lauren Asher. I don't know if there's more books to this, but we got Throttled, Collided, Wrecked, Redeemed by Lauren Asher. And I picked this up, honestly, because of this first one. The F1 racing person. Because at the time, my brother was watching F1 racing, and I saw this book, and I was like, yes, I'll definitely pick it up. But then I picked up these as well. So convince me if I'm wrong to get rid of these, because honestly, I have never read a Lauren Asher book, and I really do want to read a Lauren Asher book. But all of her, let me know if there's any of her books that are not part of a series. They're just standalone books. But yeah, getting rid of this, and it's super duper sad because these covers are amazing, these spines are amazing. So sad. And the last series, I don't know how many books this has at the moment, but we have 2 of them. This is from the Kings of Sin series by Anna Huang. This is King of Wrath and King of Pride. And Anna Huang was actually my favorite when I read the Twisted series, but then after that I didn't read any of her books, and I picked these up, but then I never read it. The Twisted series was really good, but I think this is darker. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know. I say darker as in more intense with the smut scenes, I guess you can say. But yeah, that was all the books. Let me count the rest of the books that I am getting rid of. So it's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So in total, I'm getting rid of 28 books. Got rid of 3, so I had 31 in total. And yeah, let me know what I should do with these books, guys. Let me know your suggestions down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.